Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different today. As you can see, I have my girlfriend Olivia here, and I'm going to be asking her some questions about home theater and her thoughts and just kind of test her knowledge a little bit. This video is directly inspired by, and I want to give credit to Michael from Youthman Reviews. He did a video similar to this a couple years back where he asked his wife some questions, so I'm going to do the same thing. Some of the questions might be similar, but I'm going to try to throw in some new things in there, and we're going to see what she knows or thinks about home theater. So without further ado, let's just kind of jump into it. All right, so first question. When you first met me, what did you think about my theater when I said first, like, I have a home theater in my basement? Like, what did you envision in your head that was going to be before you actually saw it?
Good question. I didn't expect anything quite like this. I imagined a big screen TV, as one would do, but I didn't really expect you to have gone all out on the, I don't want to downgrade it, call it decorations, but the additions to the home theater. All
right, and so now what did you think when I told you that, like, I have a YouTube channel and I do home theater and like audio-based videos about it? So what was your like first initial like thoughts or impressions?
First initial thoughts and impressions, I haven't really explored the realm of home theater YouTubers or anything, so a little just not sure what to expect. I thought it sounded neat. Definitely not something like I've really looked into before myself or explored, so I thought it was something new to learn or learn from you.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. For you is before I told you what they were, but let's see if you can remember. Do you know what these things on the wall are?
I think I remember. Are they sound barriers?
Close. There's sound absorption panels, or also called acoustic panels. And so they absorb the sound.
Okay.
All right. And do you happen to recall anything special about the back two on the right over here and the back two on the left? There's something about those ones that makes them ever so slightly different than the front two. Do you remember what that is?
Ooh, is it a different thickness for the panel?
No, that would be a good guess, because different thicknesses, like a thicker panel will absorb more lower frequencies.
Right.
So the thing that makes these back two ones special is that these back two over here and on the left side actually have, right in the middle of them, they have a little enclosure made out of MDF that houses speakers. Oh. So that's where the audio is coming from.
Okay, that's good to know.
In the last video that everyone watched and I put on my channel, they saw us hanging up these speakers. Do you happen to know what those speakers are called, like, and then do you happen to know what they're for?
Are they the subwoofers?
No, they aren't.
Are they just stereos?
So those they're standard, just normal speakers, but the purpose of the speakers being on the ceiling are for Dolby Atmos.
Okay.
And what Dolby Atmos does, that's one of the latest, I guess, 3D formats for audio. What it does is it kind of envelops you in a 360-degree bubble of sound. So instead of sound just coming at you from the screen or the sides for like 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound, it adds for speakers in, or maybe even 6 speakers in the ceiling, or you can even do more. But it allows for a sound to be an object in the room, and using all the speakers together, it kind of places that sound in a 3D environment, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. That's really sweet.
So since you mentioned subwoofer, what does a subwoofer actually do? And it's that big 12-inch subwoofer rail in the corner. So what does that do? What sounds come out of there specifically?
I feel like I should know this one. Yeah. Is it bass? Like,
yes,
yeah.
That one. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so that produces all the low-end frequencies, the stuff you feel, the rumbles, like if a gun was going off, that blast, or like an explosion, that rumbling, you would feel that. So that's what that produces.
Nice.
What is the point or purpose of an AV processor or receiver in a home theater? Like, what does it do? What are the things that it does?
I actually have no clue, but wild guess, I want to say maybe it brings audio and visual together in some way, like evens them out, or like make sure everything flows together in both regards.
A little bit,
Okay.
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in a layman's term, all right. So what does an amplifier do in a home theater system? What is its purpose?
Ooh, just making things louder, I assume.
Oh, that's a pretty good guess. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
like keep going. It's hooked up. I'll give you a hint. They're hooked up to speakers.
So it's amplifying the sound coming out of the speaker?
Yeah. Well, essentially, the speaker is the thing that produces the sound, right? But it's providing the amplification for the signal from the AV processor or receiver,
to the...
amplifying it and sending it to the speaker. So
Okay,
you're
sweet.
pretty close.
Oh,
Nice. All right, so when I finally brought you down here to watch a movie for the first time, what was your first like initial thoughts or impressions after watching the first movie we watched down here, which I don't even remember what it was.
I don't remember it either.
But yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was definitely really cool and something new to experience movies by. As you know, I love music so much, but I'm not so much into movies. So it's definitely a different way to experience them and just hear different sounds, see it on the big screen. I also have bad eyesight, so that helped. But yeah, definitely a different experience versus watching it on an iPhone or a laptop or anything like that.
Okay, so after we've started watching our first movie down here, and then we've watched, I don't even know how many movies down here. We just got done binge watching the Harry Potter movies, which was a lot of fun, and we've sort of doing this thing to get her more into home theater and sharing this experience together. We've kind of done this thing where we trade off, where like I'll pick a movie and then she'll pick a movie, so it's even, and she can introduce me to movies that I've maybe never seen, and that's been pretty cool because most of the movies you've shown me I've actually liked, and it's like you wouldn't think, like, it's like, oh, they're gonna pick a chick flick, but she actually has picked some pretty awesome movies, so she's got good taste. But my thoughts, or my question for you, is that after we've watched X amount of movies down here, has it changed your thoughts or opinions on, say, home theater, or has it changed the way you view movies? Like, is it making you like movies more, or is it like changing that experience, say, from like watching a movie at a theater or watching a movie like on your phone or a laptop?
I would say definitely yes. There's something very, like, you're very lucky to be able to have your own home theater in your basement. There's something special about that versus going to a theater. And as someone who's affected by lots of sounds or just overstimulation with other voices and people, and someone's kicking your seat or laughing or talking too loud or crunching their popcorn, this has been really nice and just a way to enjoy the movie in your own privacy of your home.
Okay, sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sorry, do you think it's almost a little bit more enjoyable than going to a theater for a movie you really want to see?
Definitely, yeah.
So, last question: is there anything about this theater or just the experience in general of watching movies down here that is something that like is actually like maybe annoying or bothersome? Is there something about it that you're like, I'm not too fond of, or maybe you find like, why does it have to be this way or something?
Oh, good question. Honestly, not really. Just like with anything, sometimes certain movies can be a little too loud, or like jump scares. You're like, whoa, that hit me. But other than that, no. I think it's fun. I mean, that's definitely part of the experience. So, like you're listening to a movie in a home theater, it's going to be loud at times. That would be the only complaint.
Okay,
and not really even a complaint, just like a
okay.
No.
All right, so that just about does it for this video. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and maybe comment on your thoughts and opinions, and maybe some things that I can ask her in the future for another video or a follow-up. Also, please, if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, and my next goal and milestone that I want to hit would be 5,000 and then beyond. So if you guys could take 1 second and hit that subscribe button, that would really help me out for this new horrible algorithm we're dealing with in 2024. Until next time, thanks for watching and happy viewing. Bye.